find any underpants.
They're on your head.
These are yours. They were on my door by mistake.
Well, look in the laundry basket.
Lawrence said you were awake.
I was writing an opinion till 3 a.m.
Well, Lauren told me you were awake.
I took a personal day, so yes, naturally I got up early to do yoga and write my autobiography.
No need to be sarcastic. I just want to remind you about the Royal Conservancy Garden Tour. Hello. Jillian, good morning. Oh, no, I'm up and dressed, ready to face the day. I find it disquieting to lie in bed and vegetate.
I was up very late last night. No one's listening to me.
No, Jillian, I can't think of a reason not to have lunch. Perhaps Amy will join us. No, she's been up for hours doing yoga and writing her autobiography.
There's somebody at the door.
I'll get it. Be nice to the woman.
Hi. Hi, Jillian. Good morning. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have lunch with you today, but I gotta meet Peter about the Royal Conservancy Garden Tour. Yeah. Just put it down, honey.
I can bring it.
The .com Cafe, Harvard Street, 2 p.m. Yes, I will tell Mom. Thank you, honey.
There's a police officer at the door. He's asking specifically for you.
Jillian, the police are at the door, so I gotta cut it short. Okay. Yeah.
Take a sip, Mom. I put in honey and cinnamon and some chocolate chips.
Well, it's delicious, honey. Hello, I'm Amy Gray. What can I do for you?
We found some stolen property.
Were we robbed?
What's that?
It's a very dirty bicycle. According to the serial number, it belongs to Amy Gray. This address.
It can't be the one that was stolen when you were 11.
No, that bike was beautiful.
I can take it away if you like.
It's horrible.
Okay, then.
Oh, wait a minute. It is my bicycle. You found my bike!
Is this or is this not supposed to be the sports section? Yes, it is. So why is swimming on the front?
Vincent.
Swimming is not a sport. It's a stage of evolution.
Vincent!
What?
Where are the Cocoa Crunchies?
You hate Cocoa Crunchies.
Typical man. He thought Cocoa Crunchies. Then blames the victim.
What?
You turn on the heat, then you open the windows. You pee on the toilet seat, you never hang the bath mat.
You talking about the typical man? You talking about me? I do not pee on the toilet seat.
You say the pots need to soak. They don't. You just leave them in a sink for me to wash. And go reading sports to Ariadne. Sports are just channeled male aggression.
If there's something that we need to work out, then you sit down and we'll talk about it.
Don't use that tone with me.
What tone?
The she's hysterical, he's reasonable tone.
What is the matter with you?
The question is, what's the matter with you?
You hate Cocoa Crunchies!
Good morning, Your Honor. The people will show that 15-year-old Barry Gilmore, who goes by the name of Romeo, is guilty of manslaughter in the death of 17-year-old Juliet Bernard. In short, he seduced a lonely and impressionable girl into a mutual suicide pact, which turned out not to be mutual.
Mr. Erskine?
Juliet Bernard did commit suicide, Your Honor, but there is no way my client can be held legally responsible simply because he did not follow suit.
Ms. Ryan, what do you mean when you say Barry goes by the name of Romeo?
Well, as you can see, Judge Gray, Mr. Gilmore is a goth. Goth is an adolescent subculture characterized by an unhealthy fascination with vampires, the occult, dirge-like music, morbid romanticism, and death. Romeo is what the other goths call Mr. Gilmore.
And was Juliet a goth as well?
Oh, definitely, Your Honor.
Only after Barry Gilmore made her that way.
Mr. Gilmore, do you have anything to add before we begin?
Only that your system's corrupt, and it's meaningless, and you have no real power over me.
Please stand when you address the judge.
Why?
As a mark of respect.
Well, why should I respect her?
Because I have power over your life. You're an intelligent young man, and that's just a fact that you're going to have to accept.
Well, you wouldn't understand anyway.
Well, unfortunately for both of us, it's my job to ask questions until I do understand.
What Juliet Bernard did, she did because she felt impelled by circumstance, because they tried to force us apart. What Juliet did is beautiful. Death is beautiful.
The little fella alone on the bench, that's Prince Sadler, right over there.
And your son is a friend of his? I'm really not sure it's necessary to bring in a social worker.
As a school teacher, I'm a mandated reporter. I'm required to report even a suspicion.
A suspicion of what, Mr. Lillo?
This last week, Brent's become really dirty. I mean, really dirty.
He smells. And then there's this burn.
It's just a small burn, but it was left untreated.
Yeah, and he never wants to do play dates with my Jason anymore.
Do you think that Brent is being neglected by his parents?
Yeah, maybe we're jumping the gun on this one.
No, it's good you called.
What are you going to do?
Well, first I'll talk with Brent.
Order up.
All right, it's that time of year again. Somebody has to accompany Mom on the Royal Conservancy garden tour.
I'm more interested in why you cried over a bicycle this morning.
Did Mom write me out?
You cried over a bicycle?
Remember that bike that got stolen when I was 11?
Actually, the one with the snowflake banana seat? Ooh, pie and coffee all around.
Why did you cry?
I don't know. Look, we're off the subject of the bike, okay? Now, I went last year.
I took Mom last year. Remember, I got stung by a bee.
Hey, have you guys noticed anything odd about Donna lately? I don't want pie.
What do you mean, lately?
Well, she's incredibly cranky. She's like building up steam. I feel like she's about to explode.
What, do something stupid like marry an axe murderer?
You got stung by a bee 2 years ago. I went last year.
Wait. What should I do about Donna?
Nothing. She's a loon.
She's not a loon.
And she's fallen in love with you, and she's angry at you for not reciprocating.
Donna's not in love with me.
Hey, you don't work insurance 18 years without learning a little bit about human nature. I think Vincent should go.
No.
On the garden tour with Mom.
No. When I was 16, I told Mom I was not interested in horticulture, and that has not changed.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors.
This is childish.
Garden tour.
This is incredible pie.
What'd you have for breakfast this morning, Brent?
Ravioli.
Did your mother cook that for you?
I like it cold.
You smell pretty good.
I must have got my mother's perfume on me when we hugged.
Did you bring something for lunch today?
Ravioli.
May I see? Do you think maybe I could talk with your mother?
She gets very tired, and she hates it when people bother her. If you have a message for her, maybe you can give it to me.
Mrs. Sadler? Mrs. Sadler? Brent?
I completed my graduate degree in abnormal psychology at Brown University. I've testified as an expert witness on the subject of adolescent trauma and mental disease as demonstrated through artwork.
Your Honor. Yes, Ms. Ryan, your objection to this witness is duly noted. Now, please, let Dr. Miles continue.
An artist's state of mind and mental development are reflected in his or her work.
What does your analysis tell you in this case?
May I? Since Juliet Bernard and Barry Gilmore met in art class and indeed shared the same influences, I was able to examine quite a large range of their work. For example, in this piece, you can see indications of a deteriorating ego and disassociation from reality.
Your Honor, I can see no such thing.
Dr. Miles, can you please be more specific?
Fragmented, tortuous figures, chaotic composition, dark motifs, recurring, swirling images of confusion, anguish, and despair, a lack of focus and organization. In my opinion, this artist displays all the hallmarks of suicidal tendencies.
So Barry Gilmore was depressed?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. This wasn't done by Barry Gilmore. This is Juliet Bernard's work.
Doctor, are you able to gauge with any degree of accuracy just how sexually experienced a young artist might be?
Well, in my opinion, this artist was sexually sophisticated.
And what about Barry Gilmore?
Well, conversely, this is the work of an optimistic and energetic artist.
Your Honor, there are monsters, and there's darkness all over his painting, too.
Yes, the subject matter is undoubtedly immature. But see here, there's a cohesive, heroic figure fighting back the darkness. Well, the artist wants to be nihilistic, but just can't pull it off. This is the work of an impressionable, intelligent, sensitive, sexually naive boy.
Your Honor,
Ms. Ryan. No, I agree with her. This is complete bull. You can't tell a thing about me just by looking at some stupid paintings. What? Take them down. Take them down. Art. She's gonna tell me what my art means? No! Get those out of here. Put them down. Your Honor. Why? Just.
Can I have another half-calf soy cappuccino, extra hot, no foam? Coming right up.
Jillian, I'm late. I hope you ate something without me.
Oh, no, just coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Something came up. Well, I'm not going to bore you with that. Who are you chatting with?
What? Oh, no, I'm here alone. There's no one else. I mean, as you can see, I'm alone.
I meant on the internet, Jillian. Could I have just some normal coffee, with no soys or nons or...
Someone I met in the Brief Parents chat room.
Ah.
It's been very helpful hearing how other people deal with the pain of losing a child.
You considered perhaps joining a group with live people in it?
I was thinking of meeting one or two of the people in the chat room in person. Kind of desperate for someone to talk to. Keep the change.
Do you mind if I ask how bad things are between you and Peter? I'm sorry.
I'm not sure I can discuss this with you, Maxime. Somehow I feel that by criticizing Peter, I'm criticizing you.
Well, I assure you we are completely separate human beings.
You raised him. You made him.
I know what Peter's like. I know he has trouble with strong emotion, and I know that because he's just like his father. And it used to make me want to scream. But underneath, it's a very good heart.
This is the first real conversation I've had in weeks. Except for my friends in the chat room.
There was a time in my life when Edward was unavailable to me emotionally. And there was no internet, so I turned to someone else. In real life.
You had an affair?
Not the way you mean. But, yes, I risked my marriage. And I risked it because I didn't give my Edward the chance to rise to the occasion. I believe now that he deserved that chance because, well, from someone who loved him as much as I did. The thing you have to ask yourself is it too late?
I'm not sure.
I meant for lunch.
So did I.
I had these plastic things that went here and here. They were neon colored, green and blue and yellow and orange. And then these ribbons, they were bright red with little gold flecks inside that came fluttering out of those handlebars there.
You must have clashed.
Yeah, well, we didn't care much about clashing in the 70s. I rode this bike everywhere. I had thighs of steel from doubling your Uncle Vincent on the banana seat over there.
Was that safe?
No, it wasn't. I loved this bike. And then one day, Mom sent me to get a pack of cigarettes for her, and I came out of the store, and it was gone.
Grandma shouldn't have sent you to buy cigarettes.
Well, times have changed, honey. Anyway, I thought that when I was done cleaning it, I'd give it to you.
It's got a big scratch on it.
No, this is where my daddy inscribed it for me. When I'm done cleaning it, I'm going to give it to you.
Then I hope you never finish cleaning it up.
Well, we've had unseasonably cool weather on the Pacific coast, but it looks
Mrs.
like
Sadler!
Let's move now from the west coast and see what's happening back in this please. Right now, there's a high-pressure system moving in from Oklahoma and Texas, settling into the southeast part of the country that will bring with it temperatures in the mid-70s and 80s. This front will
Mrs. Sadler?
special ingredient? Here. Well, I don't know how to work this. That'll be fun. Oh, love. It's a special ingredient, you silly goose. Oh, my silly goose. Say thanks, Aunt Bev.
Thanks, Aunt Bev.
We love you.
We love you.
Let's go, sweetie. Okay, gotta get out of here. We love you.
Love you.
My name is Maxine Gray. I'm a social worker in Hartford, Connecticut. It's imperative that I contact a Mr. George Jowett as soon as possible. Do you by any chance have a daughter-in-law named Marnie Sadler? I'm afraid I have some bad news. Marnie Sadler died approximately a week ago of insulin shock. Mr. Jowett, I'm glad you asked me that, because it's Brent I'm calling you about. Yes, he is.
Shrinking violet?
Are you Dave?
Yeah. It's nice to finally meet you in person, Jillian.
Yes, you too.
Oh, that must be Ned.
Yes.
How cute.
Do you have a picture?
Oh, yes. This is Kelly.
Oh, she's very pretty.
Yes.
It's funny meeting like this because of our kids. Like they were playing at a playground and we sat on a bench and started talking about teachers and swimming lessons.
I wish those were the circumstances, Jillian.
Yes, I do too.
Here you go, folks. Enjoy.
You can pick us a seat.
I got two good ones over there. Pick a good spot to sit.
Perfect. Could be better.
I want this one.
Then that's the one we'll get. Miss?
Yes, ma'am.
Barry, did you turn Juliet into a goth?
Juliet always had a goth soul. I just showed her how to dye her hair black.
How did the issue of a suicide pact arise between you?
Mr. and Mrs. Bernard totally freaked out one night when Juliet didn't come home. When they found out she was with me, they decided we shouldn't be together anymore.
You were lovers?
We were everything to each other.
You felt separation was unbearable?
If we couldn't be together in life, we chose to be together in death. Only love overcomes the senselessness of existence.
Who first introduced the notion of suicide?
It just came up between us. It was natural.
But it was Juliet who came up with the plan. Isn't that true?
Juliet knew a guy we could get some pills from. Nebutal, Seconal, Darvon. I don't know. I traded my stuff.
Juliet's idea was for you to overdose.
We got a motel room. We drank vodka to help the pills work better. We were going to make love one more time.
Just to be clear, Mr. Gilmore, did Juliet have the pill?
Excuse me, Mr. Erskine. But you didn't.
Didn't what?
You said you were going to make love one more time. That suggests you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Maybe we didn't feel like it.
I find that odd. In all of your poetry and songs, you constantly refer to death as erotic.
So Juliet counted out the pills and you both took them with vodka, is that right?
Yeah. We were crying and we were a little drunk, so we just lay down on top of the bed. Like, it's kind of hazy. I don't really remember exactly.
And Juliet died?
First she threw up, but we knew that might happen, so she took more pills.
And did the drugs have the same effect on you?
Yes.
And did you take more pills?
You have to answer out loud.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I don't think it hurt her. I don't think it hurt her at all.
Barry, I need to know why you didn't take more pills.
Maybe I thought I'd taken enough to die.
But you didn't. You intended to go through with it when you went into that motel room.
Your Honor.
You shroud yourself in black. You paint your face white like a corpse. You wear skulls and crosses and tombstones.
Please, Judge.
Why didn't you keep your promise to die?
Because I was afraid. I was afraid to die. And all my talk about death, and all my poems, and all my songs are so completely two-faced. And a hypocrite just like everyone else.
To cut a deal.
I beg your pardon?
Barry Gilmore can plead to any number of more minor charges. Attempted suicide, possession of narcotics, underage drinking, hell, throwing truancy, I don't care. He pleads to any one of those, I find him guilty, and put that kid into counseling before the end of the day.
Well, obviously, I'd prefer you find him guilty of manslaughter in order counseling.
Yeah, that's right. I realize that you like to boost your felony conviction rate, but that confused boy in there did not cause the death of Juliet Bernard.
I resent your implication.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
Your Honor, if you're going to find Barry non-culpable in Juliet Bernard's death, why should I advise him to plead out?
To save his life, Mr. Erskine.
You are out of bounds, Judge Gray.
He didn't make love to her.
What has that got to do with it?
If he were a sexual sociopath, he would have had sex with her before she died. It is obvious to me that Juliet Bernard was a sexually sophisticated young woman. She was 2 years older. She knew where to get drugs. She was depressed. And we were all fooled by the makeup and the black clothing and the attitude into thinking that Barry Gilmore was the one who was death obsessed. But Barry didn't want to die. He was afraid. He didn't chug vodka and nail his girlfriend and wave goodbye to the world. Once Juliet was gone, his resolve failed. And sometimes they try again.
Who tries what exactly, Judge Gray?
Suicide pacts that go wrong. If we find him culpable in her death, it will only increase his sense of guilt and shame. And I don't know about you, but I don't want any part of helping that boy to try suicide again.
Has it occurred to you there's a twist in psychology at work here?
Yes, it has.
What do you think it means that you're down here at 7 o'clock on a weeknight refurbishing a long-lost childhood toy?
What do you think it means that it's a weeknight and you're afraid to go home?
Donna's usually asleep by midnight.
You know, Vincent, if she were in love with you, it would explain why she seems to hate you all of a sudden.
Nope. Sorry, it's classic transference. Donna's mad at Oscar, she's taking it out on me. Remedial Psych 101.
Vincent, did you feel close to Dad?
Nobody's close to Dad.
Well, I was. He adored me. I was his favorite.
Well, just you then.
And Mom.
Amy, when a man has a workshop as extensive as this one, it isn't because he wants to while away the hours with his wife and kids.
Well, look, I don't remember him saying I love you once. I mean, he was affectionate. He kissed me goodnight, he hugged me, he said he was proud of me and all that.
I think he remembered my name once. No, maybe I'm making that up.
He never said I love you. But when he gave me this bike, he etched the word love into metal with his bare hands.
It must make you feel pretty good then. Him doing something so out of character.
That's me and you. On this day, we went on bumper cars. I had to get in with you because your feet couldn't touch the pedals.
You brought me caramel corn. And my daddy was there.
Well, I'm your father's father. Remember? You used to call me Papa J.
When can I see my mom?
Brett, we are going in there to talk, all right?
Hasn't anyone told the boy his mother is dead?
He knows, Mr. Jowett. He just needs to feel safe before he can admit it. He slept beside his mother for a week, dousing her body with perfume, waiting for her to wake up. Mr. Jowett, I need to know why you've had so little contact with your grandson.
My son and Marnie had a contentious divorce and a pretty bad custody battle. In my opinion, they both behaved shamefully. I tried to get Marnie to let me come into her life, but she blamed me for the man my son turned out to be. I understand that, but she was wrong. Sometimes it just isn't the parents' fault.
Give me a moment.
Can you go see my mom now?
Brent, your grandfather is very upset about your mother.
Why?
He just can't believe she's gone. You know, what I think is that he really cared about her. And, he wonders how anyone so young and beautiful could just die. You and your grandfather are the last two people left in your family. That's too much sadness for one person to handle all by himself. Do you think you could help him?
I'm just a kid.
You're all he has, and he is all you have.
Do you think my mom's with my dad? Do you think they're together?
Yes, I do, Brent.
Marco is Papa Jay. Who's gonna take care of you?
It's all right. I won't be alone. None of us has to be alone.
My daddy can skip a rock 10 times.
Well, I don't like to brag, but I'm the one who taught him that.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Donna. I'm very glad you're home. I got something for you.
So? I hate Cocoa Crunchies. Do you really think I can't take you down?
Here's what I think is happening. I think that you're upset because you want out of your marriage. You're misdirecting your anger onto me.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Then don't be psychological at me.
Okay, the only other explanation is that you're in love with me. And if you're in love with me, then obviously we got to talk.
No, in case you haven't noticed, my tastes run to a beefier, more manly kind of fella. Oscar makes 3 of you. Oh my God, you haven't fallen in love with me, have you?
What? No. No. What? No, you're the one who's treating me like crap. Okay. I may be overstepping here, but I think that you should divorce him.
On what grounds?
He killed his mother.
He was a murderer when I fell in love with him. What's different now? Nothing's changed.
He lied to you. I mean, you believed that he was innocent, but he's not. He did it. Look, when a person kills another person, it leaves a mark.
Especially when he uses an axe the way Oscar did.
I know it was you.
Oh, well, who else would it be doing laundry at this time of the night?
I mean the bike. Love, Daddy?
Your father loved you very much.
Then why did you have to write it?
Oh, Amy. He listened to you describe what you wanted. He ordered it especially, and he put it together right here. Took him forever. Man was all thumbs. And by the time he was done, he thought the bicycle said it all.
He put it together himself.
Word of God. But you were always an emotionally needy child. And you never could get enough of your father. So I helped the 2 of you out a little. Now, I'm sure you're going to say that I've thrown your entire relationship with your father into doubt.
You're a very good mother.
Hey, it's gonna be a divorce in the family.
Well, surely that's a little premature. We can't just give up.
Whoa. Wait, I'm talking about Donna and Oscar. Who are you talking about?
Donna and Oscar, of course.
So Donna's divorcing Oscar?
Yeah, huh?
Wow. Hey, help me take this bike upstairs. I married them. They were my first couple.
Listen, Donna doesn't really have enough money for a lawyer, so I'm gonna make you a deal. You help Donna find some pro bono legal advice, and I'll take Mom on that Conservancy Garden Royal torture thing.
That's all right. I'll do both.
Why?
I'd like to spend the day alone with Mom.
Why?
Hey, let's both go riding on my bike.
No, you're on your own.
Yeah, come on. I'll double you like the old days.
Double me, you scare me to death.
Oh, come on, chicken. Chicken.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, there's nothing but drama when the detectives investigate a homicide, solve the case with Law and Order.